Hey guys, so welcome back to another video. I'm currently sick, but here are some recent horses that I tried. Also, I recently was allowed to mount Squirrel, and I sat on her for like a minute. It was really nice, and she was pretty chill about it. We've been working with her around that, but I'll let you see the horses. Okay, here we have Titanic, and his show name is Unsinkable Titanic. He is 14'3", and he's quite gentle, and he can jump pretty high. He's pretty smooth, and I'm 5'1", and I fit pretty nicely on him, so, he is for smaller riders, but I don't think I'll have an issue because the majority of my lessons is smaller people. The reason I'm looking for a lesson horse right now is because I don't have enough for my lessons as we continue to grow, and it would be beneficial. I also want to give my lesson students a chance to experience all types of horses and breeds just to have an understanding of movement and bonding with different horses. He is a gray fjord, and he's pretty sweet and gentle, although he is cinchy, and I'm not quite sure why, but that could bring potential issues. He has been checked by a vet, and it's nothing like that. It could just be past relations. But overall, he is a great horse, but I'm not sure he's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, let's do some talking about Astra. So this is Astra Nova. That's her show name, but her born name is Astra. She's 14'1", so she technically is still a pony, and she is a mare. She's 5 years old. So I'm gonna explain to you why I liked her, but also why I've decided even if you guys like her, I'm not going to get her. Yes, she's awesome, and she jumps really well, although she does not jump as high as I need. That is one of the reasons being why I'm not getting her. The second reason is she's just too young. Yes, I have young horses in my program, but I did train them and I know what they act like. She's just too young for me to take in without proper training. She has a past background, and yes, the barn I'm getting these horses and trying them from, they are well trained. Her background, she just hasn't had enough training for me to introduce her into a lesson program. That is why I'm not going to be getting Astra. Although she's a great horse for anyone who's looking for a smaller horse to train up, or a pony for a little kid, she's just not for my lesson program. Yes, she is a great horse, but I don't have time to take on such a task or a project with all my other horses that I have. This is Rudy, and his registered name is Old Rudy. He's 14 hands, gelding, and he's 26 years old. He is a great horse, and I absolutely loved riding him. He is such a joy. He is, even though he's old, he is completely full of compassion, and he wants to do as much as he can for you while he can. He really does remind me of June. He is an old soul, but he is definitely willing to work. Although that does make it hard for me to take him in because he can't do everything that I'm really needing from a lesson horse, like being able to jump and things like that. And I mean, he's great for any young kid or pleasure ride. I really don't have any young students who ride here at the barn. So Horizon Academy really does need a horse that can do what he really can't, which is sad to say, but it's what we need. But if it wasn't for the fact that my requirements limited me, I would definitely buy this boy in such a heartbeat. He'd be such a great posture mate for June, and I may eventually come back for him. Okay, so this is Fern, aka Whispers in the Fern. She's 15 hands, she's a mare, and she is 15 years old. So she is the only all-rounder out of all the fjords I tried, and I really did enjoy her. She was super smooth. They did have me doing hunters that day on her, just to change it up, because I had been doing show jumping all week on different horses. So they did have me do hunters. She was definitely the smoothest out of them all, and didn't have really any issues going into the canter or trot. She picked up the correct leads if you asked correctly, and I had no issues tacking her or anything like that. She does seem like a very nice fit for Horizon Academy. We would be really excited to welcome her, but there is one last horse, and I'm definitely struggling between the two because they're pretty much what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is Hazel, aka Autumn's Embrace, and she is 14 too. She is a mare, and she is 8 years old. She is a little younger than I would prefer, and she is a little shorter than I would prefer for my lesson students. But she does specifically show jumping and hunter. She also will do a lot of groundwork and is very well with tacking up and stuff like that. She is a little iffy in the mouth, but that's not really a whole thing. The dentist said it's nothing, so really what it probably is they just need to find her a new bit, which is not a big deal at all. That's something we can easily fix. So my main horses that I prefer to get would probably be Hazel or Fern. We do a lot of everything here, so Fern probably would be more ideal. But just let me know what you guys think. By the way, Fern will ride Western. They just had me do all English this week because they didn't want to clean their deck. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. So yeah.